Hello, I'm Damian Jones from H&H, just here to give you a quick preview of the 108 or so cars we've got coming up for sale on February the 24th at Donington Park. It's our first ever auction at Donington Park, so a big thank you to all those vendors who've consigned to this sale. And as an indoor facility, it's great for us because it doesn't matter what the weather's doing. We've got space inside for literally hundreds of cars if needs be. So great one for the future, and we'll be back there in May the 18th, and then July, the end of July, and November of this year. So a venue we've got good hopes for, and this is a cracking first catalogue. It's one of our generalist sales, so it's more aimed at affordable and accessible cars, so big range in there in terms of age and values. But for amongst the pre-war cars, there's a Morgan 4.4 restoration project, there's a flat-nose Morris, a Morris Oxford Tourer restoration project. It was first owned by Sir Harry Peat, one of the founders of KPMG, and that's got a lovely history to it. Also a BSA three-wheeler as a restoration project, and then lovely pre-war cars that don't need restoring. There's a couple of Austin 7s, there's a Rosengart, a license-built Austin 7, there's a Ford Model A Roadster, so good variation, and we go all the way through age range into the 1990s with some more modern, affordable sports cars, so things like Porsche Boxsters and Audi TTs, and things which a generation ago were viewed as affordable sports cars, which are now thought of as classics. So we've got a Ford Sierra RS Cosworth in there, we've got a Volkswagen Golf GTI Mark 1, we've got a low mileage MG Maestro 1600, and we've been fortunate enough to be given two private collections for the sale. The first collection is very much geared around 50s and 60s British cars, so there's a Daimler Majestic Major in there, there's a Rover P5 Coupe, there's a Rover P4, there's a Humber Super Snipe, Little Triumph and a Ford and that sort of thing, all been part of a bigger collection and maintained and used over the last few years. The other private collection is a little bit more eclectic in nature, so there's an Austin 7 Special in there with a Ford side valve engine, there's a Barclay T60 three-wheeler in there, there's a couple of Mercedes-Benz R107 SLs, and there's a Vauxhall Cresta PA in there, and the Vauxhall Cresta obviously something with very American styling. We also have various American cars in the sale, so we've got a very, very nice first generation Ford Thunderbird 57 car with a portholes hardtop. We've got a last generation T-Bird, and in between we've got a Studebaker Regal Champion, or Champion Regal, which is very, very stylish 50s American car with a huge amount of chrome, and there's a Ford F100 pickup in there as well, and a Pontiac GTO The Judge clone, which has been beautifully done, and a real slice of 70s Americana. We also have a couple of BMW 635 CSIs in the auction. The 6 Series is celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. A couple of very, very nice Land Rover Series 3s in the sale, both of which have been treated to chassis up, body off restorations, so represent great value for money compared to the money that's gone into restoring them. Lead lot, the feature lot, I guess, is the 190 SL Mercedes-Benz. 190 SL is a really lovely, stylish car, and very much in the shadow. It's 300 SL big brother, but 300 SL was only ever made in a small number. You're talking sort of low, well, about 1,000 odd for the Roadster. 190 SL, higher volume, but still a very stylish car that appealed to celebrities and the glitterati of the day. They're featured in all sorts of period adverts and magazines, and performance-wise, they were a match for the likes of an Austin Healey 104 or a Triumph TR2. So be up to keeping pace with some of the other British sports cars we've got in there. So you've got a Triumph TR3A, for example, Triumph TR4A. One of the more interesting lots in the sale, or sort of more historic lots, is an Armstrong Siddeley Star Sapphire, and that's very unusual in that it's been in the current family ownership for the last 23 years, but over the course of those 23 years, that family has included 3 owners who were all members of Parliament. So it's probably unique in that instance, in that finding a car that's been owned by 3 members of Parliament who are part of the same family. And it's a nice thing, 59 car. It's got what looks like its original leather upholstery in there, automatic transmission, power steering, so a great, very stately, very rare, I think there are about 902 ever made, motor car, and very affordable. Guide price on that is £6,500 to £8,500, so an inexpensive way of obtaining a slice of history. And the entire auction across the 108 or so cars, really is something for everybody, we hope. And if you're able to make it to Donington Park on Wednesday the 24th, you'll be more than welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.